Speculation is rife that a leadership battle has begun in the DA following party leader Helen Zille's announcement that she will not be available for re-election at the party's elective Congress next month. The official opposition will elect a new leadership in Port Elizabeth on the 9th of May. DA Parliamentary leader Mmusi Maimane has said he will consult the structures before making himself available. He joins us now on the line. Mr. Maimane, a very good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Most people were taken by surprise at the announcement. What was your reaction?
Oh, of course, it's a surprise. But look, Helen is a dynamic leader. She's a phenomenal South African. She served this country with great distinction. And so when she steps down, obviously it's a shock. It leaves a massive gap for the party.
Well, Helen Zille said that she would not be drawn on whether or not the next leader would be black or white, young or old, adding that excellence was the main criteria. In your opinion, who might be the contenders for the position?
Well, anybody is. Anybody who's a rank and file of the DA can stand for nomination. There are already 2 nominations in place. And I think the party has a depth and a breadth of leadership that is there, that certainly will put their names up as we go. I can't speculate at the moment as to who, because let individuals make their choices. We're a party that supports the rights of individuals, and let those people make their own personal choices.
The elephant in the room, Mr. Maimane, is perhaps that you might be the next DA leader over and above just parliamentary leader, that you might actually take the helm. Would you be available for nomination? Is this something you aspire to?
Look, my ultimate aspiration always has been and will always be to serve the DA. And now, in this particular instance, this is a massive decision. You come into a space of a very significant leader in the nation, someone who serves. So it's something I'm considering, but that consideration certainly does not come. It's not an easy one. It's not a straightforward one. This is a massive commitment, and I certainly have to discuss, obviously, with family, with the people of the DA, with the various structures, and if they felt competent enough, I'd have to think about it deeply. But at this stage, I'm not in any position to make that decision. Still trying to negotiate and think through what happened yesterday.
The timing of this announcement, Helen Zille herself admitting that perhaps it might be a little bit too early, but that maybe 2019 or a couple of years from now might be a little bit too late. So the timing a little bit questionable. Newspapers this morning saying that perhaps the timing is due to the fact that Lindiwe Mazibuko might be coming through back to South Africa, and that this was an attempt to make sure that she herself is not a contender and doesn't run for leader of the DA. Any concrete evidence that would suggest that?
No, not at all. I mean, if Lindiwe wanted to come back and contest, you contest any time. And in fact, we will have a Congress in 3 years' time. So this is not like a lifelong leadership issue. It's about saying, we elect a leader today, and then another one will come in if we need change in a number of years. And I can't speak about Lindiwe's own role or certainly her own commitment. Nobody knows. That would be very speculative to start getting into that.
And what of the leadership battles in KZN? What happens there? What's happening at the moment?
In KZN?
In KZN, regarding the DA, yes.
Yeah, I mean, I think KZN, like all the provinces, have gone to the elective congresses, and like any other elective congress, there must be internal contestation. There's nothing unhealthy about it or there's something wrong with it. It's South Africans contesting for position. And I think it's good. It's good for campaigns. I'll certainly look forward to see who gets elected there. But KZN, like any other province, isn't going through a unique thing. It's part of the congresses that are taking place.
And perhaps in closing, how do you see the party growing over the next few years? And just to contextualize, some saying that the DA needs a black leader in order to win that all-important black vote. And then another school of thought suggesting that is perhaps patronizing to black people to believe that they don't know the principles and the policies of the DA and would simply vote based on the color of the leader. The future of the DA, basically, how do you see the party growing with regard to that?
The DA is a diverse institution. it's a party for all South Africans. Its future is that party that will occupy the democratic center of this party. I believe we're the hope of South Africa in that we're the only party that will stand up and say all races must be a part, we must build the reconciliation project. We are the only party that, and I think the future is bright in this regard, because I do believe that the new leadership team will be able to take the party to new levels, take new leaders, take new government, and I believe without fail it will demonstrate to the people of this country that the project of non-racism and a project of a party that stands for all South Africans is one that will be held strongly by the DA going forward.